Now we'll talk about the snap roll. This is one of my favorite precision maneuvers, and we'll call this whole sequence the art of the snap roll. We have a series of lessons on snap roll technique. If you're an IMAC pilot or a precision pilot, this is really a must, learning this technique in order to score well and to do a presentation that looks right. But if you're not an IMAC pilot or a competitor, learning how to snap roll like this is really a good idea, because by doing this, the airplane will maintain more energy through the snaps. It'll come out heading the same direction it went into the snap, so you can have a lot more fun. The airplane will be predictable as you do snap rolls, and it won't come out, it won't leave you guessing which way it's going to come out. As we fly an airplane and we get into aerobatics, you notice that even through every turn, look here, I'm using rudder. We want to use rudder all the time. We want to be in total control of the airplane through everything it does. We want to make smooth inputs, but use the rudder all we need to, like here, to keep it flying parallel to the runway. Rudder is, at this point of flying, when we're getting to this level, rudder is a control we use just as much as elevator, aileron, or throttle. It's very key to everything. So the real backbone to flying the snap roll is really what we call unloading snaps. And that is where, instead of just cornering the sticks, we brake with elevator, but then we unload it. So elevator's first input in, and then it comes out as rudder and aileron go in. We'll do it a few more times so you can watch the stick movements. Speed control is also very important. We don't want to enter too fast or too slow. We enter at a moderate speed, then we go to full throttle just before the snap. We use elevator, then enter rudder and aileron as the elevator comes out, and then we lead rudder out just a little bit. By leading rudder out, we can stop the snap where we want it to, and we tend to not oversnap. Like the one we just did, we actually oversnapped a little bit. And we'll show here again. That one we oversnapped a little bit, and we also pitched very hard where we climbed. That was probably a little more elevator than we wanted to do. Now let's run through one that's done just perfectly. We'll pitch, we'll bring in rudder and aileron, and then we'll lead rudder out and stop dead on. That's just about a perfect snap roll. It's a technique and a timing that takes a little bit of getting used to, but very quickly it becomes second nature. When I first started doing them, I was very confused, but basically you draw a check mark with the right stick, and the rudder follows as the aileron as it goes in, and it comes out just before the aileron does. By doing this, our snap rolls clean up. We keep all kinds of energy through them so we don't come out of the snap with no airspeed, so the airplane's going to be very precise, come out very solid, and if there's a maneuver following the snap roll, we can do it without any problem. We've got plenty of airspeed.